हेलो फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम टू माय चैनल नॉलेज गुरु शिवम। आज हम नीट से रिलेटेड टॉपिक्स के बारे में बात करेंगे। अगर आपको नीट जैसी दीवार को तोड़ना है तो आपको बेसिक कॉन्सेप्ट्स बायोलॉजी, फिजिक्स और केमिस्ट्री के आने चाहिए। आज की मेरी स्लाइड में मैं आपको बायोलॉजी से रिलेटेड कुछ बातें बताऊंगा। यदि आपको बायोलॉजी में अच्छे मार्क्स सिक्योर करने हैं और एक अच्छे गवर्नमेंट मेडिकल कॉलेज की सीट हासिल करनी है तो आपको इन दोनों किताबों के ऊपर पूरा कमांड होना चाहिए। अगर आप चाहते हैं कि आप नीट के एग्जाम में अच्छा परफॉर्म करें फिजिक्स, केमिस्ट्री और बायोलॉजी में, तो आपको एनसीईआरटी के साथ साथ कुछ और ऐसी किताबें हैं जिनके ऊपर थोड़े से पकड़ होनी चाहिए, बेसिक कॉन्सेप्ट्स क्लियर होने चाहिए और वहां पे आपका दिमाग इतना फोकस्ड होना चाहिए कि आप रूल आउट करके कुछ एमसीक्यू सॉल्व कर सकें। तो आज की मेरी स्लाइड है इंट्रोडक्शन टू सेल। हाँ, आज हम सेल टॉपिक पे कुछ बातें करेंगे। व्हाट इज सेल, व्हाट आर इट्स फंक्शंस। तो उससे बढ़ने से पहले आई लाइक टू गिव यू द इंट्रोडक्शन टू द टॉपिक। सेल के अंदर हमारे कुछ साइंटिस्ट हैं, कुछ कुछ सेंटेंसेस हैं, कुछ डेफिनेशंस हैं। लेट्स स्टार्ट। Lamarck, what did Lamarck said? Lamarck said, nobody can have life if there is no cell. What is cytology? Study of form, structure and composition of cell. Then what is cell biology? Cell biology deals with structure, chemistry and functioning of cell. Now, basic on the cellular configuration, the organisms are divided into two types, unicellular, multicellular. Few examples of unicellular are amoeba, bacteria, yeast, Acetobacteria, and multicellular organisms like newborn infant or human being. So, unicellular organisms have independent existence and perform all essential functions required for their survival on this planet. So, if there is a unicellular organism like amoeba, his one cell, single cell is capable of performing all the essential functions like reproduction, respiration, digestion, excretion, movement, motion, attachment. Everything is performed by that unicellular organism with the help of single cell. On the other hand, the multicellular organisms are a group of cells which work together to perform a unique task. Now, if an organism is large like dinosaur or any huge organism, when we see them, we get confused whether the cell number is increased or cell size is increased. The cell number is called as hyperplasia, whereas cell size is called hypertrophy. So, whenever you see a large organism, you need not to get confused, and if this question comes in your exam, you will mark that there is no increase in size of the cell. Mark it, my dear young scientists, young fellows, young biologists out there. Mark it out there. It's not the size is increasing, it is the number is increasing. So always mark this part. It's the number increasing. So basically, it's hyperplasia, not hypertrophy. So I would like all of you to have a pen and a paper, mark the keywords, revise it wherever you find the time, whether you are in a mall or whether you are metro or whether you are with some special friend. You need not to waste your time with all those things. You can have your pen paper, you can have a small kits, and you can revise it anywhere so that you can score high marks in your NEET exam. Everybody deserves to be a doctor, everybody wants to be a doctor, but only few of them can crack the NEET exam because it needs persistence, patience, and also the great concepts which we develop during our 11th and 12th standard. And of course, if you have to take a drop, it's no matter if you are following your dream, you can go for it. You can go for it at any time, and you have to be awesome on the day of NEET, and you can be awesome. You deserve to be awesome, and you will be awesome only if you have all the concepts ready and if you have everything in your hand to work together so that your mind is focused completely on the 3 hours and you are ready to tackle any type of question given by these MBE fellows to you in the NEET exam. Now, what does cell function? Cell has some structural unit. Cell helps in forming functional unit. Cell are the building blocks. Cells are the smallest unit capable of independent existence. So, there comes a word in front of us, totipotent. Now, totipotent means a single cell which can form whole organism. Means it is like regeneration. Like totipotency means a single cell can form a whole organism lineage. Now, what if we see the division of flavor in a multicellular organism? We can see that there is cell and a group of cells form together to make tissue. Group of tissues are called organ, and a group of organ form organ system in a human body. While talking of cell, there comes a lot of name of the scientists who have devoted their life towards the field, who have done extreme works. Some of them like Pasteur, Haeckel. Pasteur said that life originates from life, and Haeckel said that nucleus stores and transmits heredity. So these scientists have worked in this field and have given us the concepts, the facts, so that we can understand the basic nature of cell. To understand the basic nature of cell, you need to go at a very cellular level to know, to understand the way of functioning, the way osmosis, way the diffusion, the way the RBC is working, the way the hemoglobin is formed, the way glycolysis is happening in RBCs, the way cytoplasm has many cycles undergoing in it, like glycolysis, and of course mitochondria. In mitochondria there is Krebs cycle, there is formation of ETC chain which leads to the ultimate regeneration of the ATP through different pathways. So all these things are going in cellular level, and if one has to study cell, he or she can study it in very detailed period, but we are here to crack an exam. We have got a goal, we have got a time bound situation, we have no more time to give on the next topic. So here we are on my channel. I will try to focus on those keywords, on those key topics, so that which can help you all to tackle your MCQs in NEET exam. Nowadays, so many contents are available on YouTube, on channels, on Facebook. You can learn n number of things, but you cannot remember n number of things. So, try to focus on those things which you can revise, which you can learn. Need not to hustle and bustle to all these channels out there in YouTube and to get the matters from there. You can like and subscribe my channel, and also press the bell icon button so that you can get the notification the next time I put up a video, and you can also follow me on Facebook.